just 1%, and worked on 1% of getting better each day, at the end of the year, we'll be 38 times better than we were when we started. Use the rule of 1% to increase your financial overall net worth.
This is Blair Durham with Black Wall Street Today, your media hub for all things Black entrepreneurship, politics, news, and events in Hampton Roads and beyond.
Hey, would you like to be a guest on Black Wall Street Today with Blair Durham? The link is in the show notes.
And now, here's your host, Blair Durham. Stay locked in.
Greetings. Welcome back. It's the 124th edition of Black Wall Street Today with Blair Durham. Time now for hashtag Money Talk. This segment is sponsored by Apex Financial Group of Virginia and provides practical instruction for all things relative to financial planning, estate planning, insurance needs, etc. Welcome back, Mr. Gray. How are you?
Hello there. How you doing, Blair? Good.
Mr. Gray, you've been killing it the last several weeks, just really bringing it home, third grade level. I think the concepts have been so focused that just about anybody could have picked up on them. So I want to thank you for your due diligence and welcome back. Good to see you.
Okay, thank you. It's so nice to be back here every Wednesday for this program. And so, Blair, last week we was talking about relief. How do you spell relief?
Yes.
We're going to pick up on that. We didn't finish that last week, so I'm going to finish up a couple of letters that we didn't get a chance to finish last week. So we're going to continue to talk about relief. How do you spell relief when it comes to your money and finances? So let's start with relief. We're going to start with the letter, well, we spell R. We took care of R.E.L.I.E.F. So today we're going to look at E and F, and that will complete relief. So let's start with the letter E in relief. So when we look at the letter E, we're going to talk very briefly about what E represents. E represents expenses. Now, so expenses and debt correlates because expenses, most of our expenses are pretty much debt laden. So we're going to talk about E, and that's actually representing debt. So I'm going to talk about a concept today, Blair, that's very powerful. And this concept is called a methodology, a way that we can power down our debt. So the method is, how can we power down our debt? Notice I say power down, okay? So we're going to power down our debts. So, Blair, if I were to ask you a question, what is the number one marketed product in the world? How would you respond to that?
The number one marketed
product in the world. What would you say?
Is it food?
You would think it would be food, right? But it's not food. The number one marketed product in the world is debt. Can you believe that?
So I wanted to say debt.
It's debt. It's debt. And so what is debt? Debt is credit cards. Debt is mortgage. Okay, debt is department store cards. Debt is gasoline cards, okay? Debt is the number one.
Some people, debt is food.
Yeah, people use money to buy food, right? Exactly. So debt is the number one marketed, actually, product in the market because it's associated with what? With money. So now, let's just set the record straight, okay? Let's set the record straight. And I'm not trying to get religious, but I'm going to use a scripture just to set the platform for that. Proverbs 22:7. It declares and states, the rich rules over the poor. That's scripture. And the borrower becomes the lender's slave. You go look that up. That's Proverbs 22:7.
Yeah.
Now, Blair, we have a spending problem in our country. We really do. We have a spending problem and not a savings problem. We spend more than we save, okay? We have a spending problem. So with that said, I'm going to give you some stats that's going to really open up this conversation about debt and expenses. The average person, the average American, is saving only 3% of their income. So we have 100%, 3%. Keep that in mind. Only 3% of the income that we earn, we save. The average person is spending over 34% of their income to interest, and that's debt. Mm-hmm. So out of that 100%, 34% is going towards what? Debt. Now, 23% is going towards lifestyles. Now, here's the point I want to make today. It will make a huge difference in your life if we can just simply understand the real motivation for getting out of debt. Now, really, Blair, when you look at debt, okay, a lot of times people can't retire because they have too much debt. So with that said, the power down method of eliminating debt can help you drop your interest. Listen to me, Blair. Can help you drop your interest that you're paying by as much as 66% just by using this method. Now, every dollar paid to interest is $1 less we have to save, invest, or use for our future. You must, and this is the key, Blair, you must have a systematic approach to getting out of debt and eliminating debt. And so what I want to do right now is offer the listeners that's listening right now this power down method of getting out of debt. You can do this by calling us today for a free consultation on using this method called powering down debt. Call us today at 757-640-0207, and we will show you how to get out of debt. Okay? We will show you how to eliminate debt. We will show you how to get this debt out the way, which includes mortgages, which includes credit cards, auto loans, personal loans, student loans, you name it, back taxes, medical bills, whatever the debt is. We'll show you how to power down, and we can do this without spending any additional money out of your present budget. Now, that is a real good strategy, Blair. It's a powerful strategy, and I will urge our listeners, you must understand that the reason why a lot of people can't retire today is because of debt. So call us today, again, at 757-640-0207 for your free consultation on how to power down debt and how to get out of debt and how to save as much as 66%, okay, just off interest. That alone will make me want to just say, let me call Mr. Gray right now at that number, 757-640-02, because I want to get out of debt. All right, so we have that. Okay, now let's move briefly to the next letter that we have in relief, and the last letter is F. F. So this will complete relief. The letter F. The letter F represents financial freedom. There's two F's. Financial freedom. You had it? You thought that?
You got the freedom. I mean, good grief. Yeah.
So you had it in your mind, Blair? You know what's coming, right?
I did.
Financial freedom, financial independence. Okay, that's what we're going to use to use for the letter F. And basically, when you look at financial freedom, Blair, financial independence, that spells relief, really. I mean, when you're financially free, you have relief. Mm-hmm. Now, so the old saying goes like this, it's not how much money we make, it's how much money we get to keep at the end of the day.
We talked about that with Sam in the first segment, for sure.
Yeah, it's how much you get to keep. I mean, you can make a whole lot of money, and you can spend a whole lot of money and don't have anything left over. So we want to talk about how to create financial freedom, how to create financial independence. Now, the way we do that is by incorporating all these things that we talked about that's involved in relief. Okay, now I'm going to go back and just summarize real quickly. Okay, we talked about in this relief method how to protect your assets. Okay, that's important. You have to protect your assets. We insure our cars, our homes, our health, our life, which is fine. But a lot of times we do not protect our assets. So how do we do that? We do that with a living revocable trust. A trust will keep you out of probate. A will put you in probate. So that's the first thing you have to do. You have to preserve and protect your assets so you can pass these on to your intended heirs and beneficiary, and not your pretended. Also, too, we talked about the rule of 72. We talked about how to accumulate money, how to grow money. We showed you this concept is very powerful. It will show you how to double your money, okay, by using this powerful rule. We talked about the 1% rule, Blair, which is very powerful. And just to piggyback off that, if we just took 1%, just in any area of our life, just 1%, and worked on 1% of getting better each day, at the end of the year, we'll be 38 times better than we were when we started. So if you wanted to use the rule of 1% to increase your financial overall net worth, if you learn how to say, I'm going to get better at doing something each day, that's going to help me with my finances, my money, at the end of the year, you will see growth. If it's on the physical side, if you say, I'm going to start an exercise program and I want to get stronger, if you do something every day, 1% to work on that, at the end of the year, you'll be 38 times better than when you started. We talked about that rule. We talked about how to use the power of transferring wealth, or transferring risk. We talked about how you can transfer risk. We talked about the concept of buying discounted dollars. Mm-hmm. Discounted dollars is, I'm going to offer you $1 for pennies, okay? So you buy $1 from me for 5 cents. And the question is, how many dollars do you want to buy? We talked about that. We talked about the fact that that's very important, because what we're going to do here, we're going to use discounted dollars to cover all of our liabilities. That's a very powerful concept. And again, you can have all these concepts, okay? All this relief by calling us today at 757-640-0207 for your free consultation. Also, to Blair, we talked about in this relief package, we talked about how to look at the new plans of insurance. The new plan of insurance, they incorporate living benefits. What is living benefits? Living benefits is designed for people that's alive. So that means that my insurance policies will pay me benefits while I'm living. Most people have this perception, Blair, that insurance only pays for death. But the new policies pays living benefits. It pays for when let's say if you become disabled and can't pay your premiums are waived. Let's say if you get a chronic illness, it will pay you while you're going through a chronic illness. Accelerated death benefit. There's many more benefits, okay, that you can pick up just by understanding the new plans. Also with the new plans, Blair, the new plans, they'll go well beyond age 100. The old plans, they run out typically at age 81, 82, 83, 84. Also, too, Blair, we talked about Social Security. We talked about how you can maximize your benefits by getting a Social Security update. There are so many people out there right now, Blair, that could get what I call an increase in the monthly benefits, whether they're married, okay, whether they're widowed, or whether they're divorced. If you've been married for at least 10 years and divorced, there's ways that we can show you how to increase your Social Security benefits. There's a whole lot of strategies that we can incorporate. So I would advise you, if you don't do nothing else, to call us today at 757-640-0207 for your free Social Security update. And so, Blair, there's a whole lot of other things that we offer, but we just want to make sure that everybody understands that this is a free consultation, and we're going to help you with the relief package. Whether it be debt, whether it be Social Security, whether it be insurance, whether it be protecting your estate, whether it be just trying to accumulate money, whether it be trying to protect your investments, because a lot of times we put our money in harm's way. We'll show you how to incorporate safe money practices, which means that your principal is always protected. And keep in mind, when we use safe money, Blair, zero is always your hero. You know why? Because you never lose your principal. All these things we have to offer you by just calling us today for your free consultation at 757-640-0207 for your free consultation. Don't delay. Call today. Get your relief package, and we can make it happen for you, okay? So there you go. Any questions, Blair? Any comments in reference to the relief package?
Out of time. That was phenomenal. 757-640-0207. If you want to have your very own conversation with Mr. Michael Gray, you can reach him at Apex Financial Group, 757-640-0207. I also want to remind you about our upcoming real estate conference. It's HR.REALCon 21, our 5th annual real estate readiness event. We are so excited. We've expanded the event to comprise 2 days this year. So we'll kick off on Friday evening, April 30th, with a segment from Danita Hayes of Victory Allegiance Realty and Wall Street Cafe. She's also the founder of a new movement, Women Flip Houses Too. She's one of the most successful real estate brokers in the Hampton Roads region. This new movement is all about, of course, empowering women with the tools and information that they need in order to achieve success in real estate. We'll also have on Friday evening a piece on wholesaling for dummies, and this segment is hosted by none other than Seiko Varner, the founder and CEO of Positive Vibes Incorporated. He'll be bringing some other wholesalers to the table, talking through certain aspects of private money lending. He's one of the most recognizable faces in Hampton Roads easily. And so I certainly want to invite you to participate in the Friday session as well as the Saturday session. So Saturday morning, come back for a mini first-time homebuyers course sponsored by Virginia Housing Community Development Corporation and James Taylor. During this mini course, we'll learn about available grants to lower closing costs. We'll talk about how to shop for a realtor, and we'll look at what the market is doing now. We also have a Buy the Block segment with Clarence Harris, a building a successful real estate business with Kit Lockett, another segment with Seiko Varner focused on, again, the private money lending piece. And we'll conclude with a real estate roundtable. We'll bring all the professionals together and get some closing thoughts, no pun intended, final tips. It'll be a brief discussion on how to get started in real estate right now. This event is also free and open to the public. This event is also virtual and accessible from wherever you are. And this event can be registered for by visiting our website, blackbrand.biz, BLACKBRAND.biz.
Hey, this is Seiko, DJ Seiko Varner, but you also know me as your favorite private money broker. So make sure you sign up for R.E.L.I.Con 2021. You definitely want to check out the workshops that I'm doing. Wholesaling and private money. Yes, make sure you register for R.E.L.Con today.
Again, a free event. You can register blackbrand.biz.
Stay locked in.
This show was brought to you by the consulting services of Positive Vibes Incorporated. We do debt restructuring, we help with credit repair, and we put money into the pockets of real estate investors. If you're a real estate investor, get in contact with us. If you need debt restructuring or credit repair, get in contact with us. 757-932-0177, 757-932-0177.
Phenomenal. Stay with us online at Black Wall Street Today on Facebook and Black Wall Street Today on Instagram, and then follow us on Twitter as well at BWS Today. We look forward to talking again next week. Have a wonderful week. I have said, and I will continue to say, that the most important priority for the Black community is the Black community, not a particular political party. Phenomenal.
Hey, yo, when I say black, you say what?